Breaking news: House of Representatives Committee to Tinubu reduce Nigerian ministers to 37. The 37 sef is still too much. You should reduce them. What are the ministers doing? What exactly is their job? They are just going there, sitting down, doing nothing. Only few of them are actually working. The only minister that we've always heard his name in this country is Minister Wike. Mr. Wike is the only one working because he has said, are you seeing any other minister? Do you see them? So we don't need ministers in this country. What are they doing? What exactly is their job? That your SSAs cannot, even the SSAs self, reduce them. Because we have so many SSAs, social assistant on media, social assistant on this, on that. And all of this still builds costs. You are going to pay them salary, they are going to collect allowances. All those things, if you can reduce them, it will reduce the cost of governance too. Because these ministers, they are just there doing nothing. House of Reps member, they are not needed. What are they doing? What is their job? What is their job that the SSS cannot do? Minister of just talk and talk and talk, senators, House of Rep, all of them. They are not doing anything. Now they know how to go and do is to argue, to fight, to pass one bill that will not be relevant to Nigerians. So it should reduce them. The House of Representatives Committee on Constitutional Review is considering a bill to amend the 1999 Constitution to limit the number of ministers appointed by the President to 37, titled A Bill for an Act to Amend the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999, to streamline the number of ministers to be appointed to the Federal Executive Council. The bill is now before the Constitutional Review Committee, chaired by the Deputy Speaker, Benjamin Kalu. Sponsored by the member representing Daviso Ganjura and Gaja Gubio, Magumeri federal constituencies of Bauchi and Borno State, respectively. The bills asks to amend Section 147, Subsection 1 of the Constitution to read, "There shall be such offices of ministers of the government of the Federation not exceeding 37 as may be established by the President." The Federal Executive Council under President Bola Tinubu currently comprises 45 ministers. They should reduce it to like 20 or to like 10. It's enough. All these House of Rep members that are up to 30 something self, it's not needed. What are they there for? What are they doing? 10 people are enough to make decisions. They don't have to be so much figureheads that don't know what they are doing. They should reduce them, including substantive ones and ministers of state. For ages, the Nigerian and President appoints a minister from each of the 36 states of the Federation and also leaves room for other reasons in the composition of his cabinet. In an interview with Sunday Punch, the Bauchi lawmaker Mansu Soro highlighted the gap the proposed legislation sought to address. He said, "The bill seeks to alter the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999, to specify the maximum number of ministers to be appointed to the Federal Executive Council to address duplication of duties. That duplication of duties is too much. It is way too much. Special assistant, minister of this, minister of petroleum, minister of oil and gas, minister of... It is duplication. They should really do something about it. They should. They should do. Duplication of duties, minimize the cost of governance and enhance efficiency to service at the federal level. We need to reduce the cost of governance to address inequality in the number of ministers to be appointed from each state and cases of overlapping mandate of minister. In my opinion, a minister per state is enough, Abi now. While also considering the Federal Capital Territory, making 37, Abi, that's enough. The People's Democratic Party lawmaker disagreed on the arguments that the president may decide to appoint more than 2 ministers from a state to accommodate technocrats. Soro added, the president has tens of other prime agencies of government and extra ministerial parastatals to accommodate technocrats or politicians. Now, Ogun has 4 ministers against other states that have 1 each. Can you imagine? Is that fair? No, it's not. It's not. They need to reduce them. It's too much. What are they doing? Similarly, the Kalu-led committee is considering a bill seeking to amend Section 62 of the Constitution to allow for the observance of the federal character principle in the composition of the body of principal officers of the National Assembly. It is true, they need to reduce them. I support it. Because I don't see a reason why you have so many ministers that are not even doing anything. They are just there to collect salary, to collect allowances. That is what they are there for. So they really need to look into it to curb all the duplication of offices. If you see that the job that this one and this one is doing is the same thing, reduce them to one. Reduce them to one. You cannot be having ministers, plenty ministers of this and that and that. Meanwhile, I don't even see the job that those ministers are doing. So they should be reduced. Abdulgani Juma says, I support reduction of minister and advisors. Too many appointments and this spends our money like our central bank is ocean in the presence of poverty, hunger and high cost of food and other living expenses. Corruption is still very, very high in Nigeria. Very, very low. This people like money that is supposed to be circulated to Nigerians. They are the ones enjoying it. On top of that, they will still steal money. On top of the fact that you are collecting allowance, you are collecting salary, you are collecting allowance for almost everything. You don't even feel the pains of Nigeria. On top of that, you will still steal money on top of that. So what exactly do we need all those ministers for? They are not needed, please. They should reduce them. Benga Bamidoko says, where are House of Representatives all this time? Because they are benefactors, they don't care what the masses are going through. Politicians are the only ones deserve better life in this country. Appointment upon appointment, every now and then, yes, you claim the country is poor. You are squeezing out blood and water in the body of the citizens you govern. We live like we never existed. One day, table will turn, you will come to realize that all your mistake, but it will be too late to amend. So they should reduce them. They should reduce them all. Joshua Ejiro says, he never reach, he will soon appoint Minister of Agbero soon. Abi now. Richard Akanibe says, Tinubu's arrogance over Nigeria constitution is part of what makes me dislike the man. Everything about him are not constitutional. His name, his identity, his mandate, his credentials, even his businesses are illegitimate. He is number one man that is constituting corruption in Nigeria through collaboration with INEC, legislative and judicial arms of government. Yes, it's true. It doesn't respect our constitutions at all. Akachukwu Samuel said that's only what they know how to do, appointing an able man to do serious job of amendment and not important job they know how to do. I don't understand. Davu Barnabas says reduce senators, reps members and minister salaries and allowances instead. They should reduce them, the number of senators and ministers that we have. They should also reduce their allowances. There are some allowances that they don't need. You are collecting salary, they are still giving you allowance for perfume. They are giving you wardrobe allowance. For what? So all of those things is what they should reduce. Reduce the number of senators and ministers that we have and House of Rep members. Reduce their allowance. Reduce it. You cannot be telling Nigerians to endure and then they are still enjoying. Let all of us be seeing the shiggy together. Because you cannot say because you're House of Rep members and then you'll be enjoying more than other people, collecting allowance for this and that. Meanwhile, you're also collecting salary. You should stop. And this now over to you. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to like, to share and subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.